Well, a lot of organizations are changing the way they do business. One of those, the Mary B. Martin School of the Arts. They are making changes, but still providing opportunities for us. And joining us now via Skype is Anita D'Angelis. And Anita, great to see your face.
Well, it's great to be with you today, Amy. I think all of us are longing for a little bit of normalcy and contact with other people.
Absolutely, and we'll do it any way we can, and thankfully we have things like Skype who can keep us connected.
That's right. That's right.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your spring season. I know you had a few events coming up, and obviously with everything that is happening, we're doing some cancellations. We're also doing some postponing, right?
That's right. So we had a lecture coming up with an artist named Ann Wilson from Chicago, and then a piano concert with an Italian pianist named Leonardo Colafelice. And obviously neither one of them are coming to ETSU now, as I'm sure people know. ETSU has gone to all online classes, and all of our events are scheduled, are, canceled through the spring semester. So unfortunately we had to cancel these events. We're hoping, I'm pretty sure we'll be bringing Ann Wilson back next year on our season. She seems to be amenable to that. And then we're currently in conversation with Leonardo to see if we can bring him in for a piano concert next year.
And that's certainly wonderful information. And Anita, I know for you too, you sort of develop relationships with these artists when you're planning these visits. A lot goes into setting up a season.
Right, it sure does. I mean, so much of the business side of what we do is developing relationships with artists and agents. And so everybody is working really hard right now to maintain those relationships and, to be thoughtful about one another. This morning I was emailing with a couple of agents, just checking on people, because this is a difficult time for all of us. And especially when we're working with people that, live off of these paychecks from the payments that we provide to them. This is a hard time for a lot of people. So we have to make sure that we maintain very good relationships with people.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to hopefully seeing these people and getting that opportunity next year. But you also have a film series. Of course, you do a lot of different films, and you have one that we might get to still be able to experience.
Right. South Arts, the organization that sponsors the Southern Circuit Tour of Independent Filmmakers, is currently working to figure out how can we video stream the films that we have on our season. So there are 4 different films that go out at one time to different venues through Southern Circuit. And South Arts should have 4 films in the month of April. Of course, we only get to see one of them. And what they're trying to figure out right now is if we can stream all 4 of those films to all of our audiences. So we might be able to see 4 films in April from our homes, of course, instead of just the one. And then afterwards, they're actually setting it up so that the filmmakers can still conduct a Q&A session after the film screening.
And that's, of course, wonderful news, because that's something you guys have always been able to do for us, and giving us really that neat perspective on not only the film, but creating the film and what that was like.
Right, absolutely. So, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we'll be able to do something like that in April. I think in a few days now, all of us are really going to need some more things to do and to engage with. So I'm sure within the next couple of days we'll hear from South Arts about what they're planning to do.
And I have to ask you, I know you have such a passion for the arts and bringing those folks in and seeing how we have connected online in different ways, whether it be Broadway or some of these musicians or the concerts that they are doing. What has that been like for you to see the arts really reaching out and connecting with people in this way?
Well, it's just a huge reminder to me how important the arts are in our lives. One of the first things people are turning to right now, there's all this media that's available online. So, like you said, so many concerts. There's all kinds of things that we're finding right now. I'm also finding it interesting that people who are teaching the arts are finding all kinds of creative ways to still engage their students. Yeah, and it's not an easy task, especially if you've got a studio set up. You know, what do piano students do? They can't exactly take a piano home with them or to the dorm with them. Yet people are finding very creative ways in order to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what the arts are about, being creative anyways.
Definitely, and finding that silver lining. And I loved that you mentioned that, just doing what we can, adapting however we can, and then, of course, pushing some things off, but hopeful to get them back.
Right. And I think all of us need to be patient, you know, make the best of it. I've got a lot of family in Italy that have been housebound since March 1st and, you know, still trying to keep up with them through social media and send them encouraging words. Now they're sending me encouraging words, and all of us just need to do that with one another right now.
Absolutely. Now is the time. Well, Anita, thank you so much. We certainly appreciate all of your conversation with us today, and of course you'll keep us posted on the film circuit tour.
Sure. And everybody there, stay safe and stay well.
All right. Thank you so much. And of course, same to you, Miss Anita. Great to see you. We'll give everybody information. If you would like to keep up with their events, you can always check out their website for more information. We'll be right back.